junks and magics for sale. Mostly bloodstain free. Oi! Give that back! It's my special hand! I found it by the clown man's tent. Fought a rat for it and everything's. It's a one-of-a-kind hand with artisanal bite marks. It's worth lots. Now Lucretia says we family. Suppose that means Dribbles was too. Yeah. But don't tell nobodies I gave it to you for free. Got to protect my reputation as a tough business lord.
That drow's nose...
Get your shinies and Fritos!
My darling. He was simply...
Citizens only. I won't say it again.
But we won't clear from armed. There's nowhere else to go.
Get in line. We were here first.
We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to step back.
There must be something. Paul said the Flaming Fist would be nice, but they don't seem nice.
What's up for discussion?
They won't let us in. And they asked we were nice too.
Heartless bastards. If they'd just listen.
I'm not going anywhere. Not till they let us through.
Our readers will be out.
We can't get in. I have family here. They said we'd be welcome.
Please,
Front-page
my son.
material.
He's only...
Take it somewhere else. My hands are full.
That'll make a great headline.
Damned outsiders. Swarming the place.
Fascinating.
North Worms Crossing, South Rivington.
Our readers will be outraged.
The Duke. Ravengard.
Anything of use?
You there! Looking to earn some coin? Bloody gnomes! Think they can get away with anything? Mielikki's threw explosives at the Steel Watch. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You! You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence. Then you're no friend of the Fist. No matter. I'll find someone else. Most folks around here will do almost anything. You pay them enough.
Greetings.
Pleasant folks, from what I...
And if a patron confuses me,
break his nose. The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist.
looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation. I just want something have so
Freigo's Flophouse.
How about the Flophouse? It has plenty of spare beds.
We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has stick.
So many victims.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. So did I. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. You're welcome. Good luck out there. This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Need anything? Pleasure doing business.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Circus would be...
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Freigo's Flophouse. Enter as strangers, leave as friends. No vacancies at this time.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Freigo Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
Flippin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skeg at these. That should do you.
I'm not the only one with new tricks.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? You burned your head recently. Didn't you spot them by the gate? Big metal bastards, even bigger swords. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you. What if they build a machine that can drink points, put half the bloody city out of jobs, that?
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
There, by the bed. Someone spilled some water.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Ffion Goldgrind. Murdered by my son.
He'll meet there's ashes.
Baldur. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Dwarf like me dresses in red.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels. These boots have seen everything. Are those organs in these vials? Yuck.
Where you've met the drought.
Get your seafood here! Give me some strength. Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone in Sharess's caress is a professional.
Why are some people so strange about Sharess's caress? It's just sex.
People are just walking into Sharess's caress like it was any old business. No disrespect to you, of course, if you're a patron. Honestly.
Oh, we're not queuing for Sharess's caress. Not yet, anyway. Head on in.
Do you two have rocks for brains?
Welcome to Sharess's caress, where our libations and sensual indulgences restore even the weariest souls.
Brothel.
Sharess caress.
Decadent delights.
Better not be cursed.
From decadent drow to whip-cracking librarians, we cater to all tastes. See Mamselle and Myra for a full list of company.
Moving in.
Welcome to Sharess's caress, where the only thing that goes down easier than our drinks is our courtesans. A Githyanki. Last one I serviced blessed me with a bruise and a smile. Eyes of steel, bearing to match. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Ffion you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Ffion slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
Apologies, but the stern librarian is away. Upon her return, she expects clients on their knees, a list of their transgressions ready.
You have the key to my heart.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again, even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time, have a drink, sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Try Hoot's Hooch now, a once-in-a-lifetime booze extravaganza.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take...
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? How about you and those face-holes of yours go sniffing someplace else?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
Last thing I need's the manip on my arse. See you around, doll. Keep that fire stoked for me.
Damn it all, that guy's loaded! You just chased off a full coffer of tips. But I've still got 1 tip left, just for you. Don't stand between a gal and her gold mine. Listen, sweetheart, I'm sure you meant well. You want to help? Open your coin purse. Start with hoots if your whistle needs wetting. You want extra attention? Try Mamselle Amira.
I have something to ask. Rustled Irene's feathers, eh? Well, no harm done. Her moneymaker catches more fish than a frog catches flies. Sheress Caress, the mamselle's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks about ready to burst. You got it. But the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mams all leaping down my throat if I go burning yours. Pleasure to serve.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
On his leash.
The two men bark softly to each other. A single name reaches your ears. Nine Fingers. It's a name you know. Nine Fingers is the head of the Guild, a criminal organization operating inside Baldur's Gate.
You rats with the guild now. Heard Nine Fingers met her match.
The new kingpin? All meat and muscle, that one. And wild as a werebear. If he's looking to oust Nine Fingers, my blade's got his back.
Sounds messy as the ninth hell. Must be why she called us to help.
Is that right? The way I heard it, you Zent cut a deal with the new... Hold on. You there! Getting up in our affairs? Nine Fingers won't be happy about Zenobia, and I'm not about to tell her. Better you than me. Now listen, I'll only say this once. Lower City, Basilisk Gate, Guildhall. And that's all you're getting from me. Now scram! The chat's officially closed.
You guys are in trouble. Not looking for more company.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. Oh, thank the gods. I've had too many miscreants think my kitchen's just another themed playroom. I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out from under my feet, would you?
Version of High House of One.
I have to keep going.
Nine hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? Nine hells? Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Valoga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. It sounds terrible when you put it like that, but maybe you can put a stop to this whole operation. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Valoga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering. A pass granting you access to the lower city.
You can't be serious. They'll find me. A cell won't keep me safe. They run this city. Oh, I will. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You can stare as much as you like. I have something to ask.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
Light on my feet.
Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and I. A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my youth.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamza.
I barely got a moment's sleep last night. And no.
Have to keep going.
another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night's eating? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine! If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
What path lies before me?
Nymph's Grotto.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
By your command.
Let's turn someone inside out. Shall we dance?
What now? Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. Who? Oh, yes. Jara. I will miss her coin, it's true. Though perhaps this is not what you meant. Free your mind of her. Let us look forward, never back.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Not sex. Something far more intoxicating. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full. Your mind rested. Your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Don't waste a step.
The work is never done.
Looking ahead. Have to keep going.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
What path lies before me?
Devil's Den.
You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kith'rak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, K'lak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me. And at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
I am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He's not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the Hells, deep in the Hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Krashet. The Githyanki will be free.
So, the devil himself is pursuing the crown. As for whether it's truly the crown Karsus forged, well, I think it's safe to assume we shouldn't take anything Raphael utters at face value. We must claim the crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Give me strength.
Have to keep going.
Voss, friend to the comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Gith'rak Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Vinisk, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Vinisk. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Light on my feet.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it. Come here. I'm not going to start an argument. I just want to know why you turned the boss down. You won't come out of this alive without him. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Accuses me for a member of staff?
I'd probably break his nose. Good. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm listening. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
Brothel? Pleasure house?